closer. And I'm just gonna let you know right now, I'm very sick. I'm very nauseous. I feel like shit. But you know we gotta keep grinding. We gotta put these videos out, bro. So in this video, we got when dumb cops get owned by higher authority. Well, let's get straight into it. It's going on YouTube, by the way. Just letting you know.
We'll be looking at 8 times cops got owned by higher authority, so let's get right into it. We kick things off with a very rude cop who demands an ID from the man who was just filming with his drone. The man keeps telling him that he doesn't have to do that because he didn't commit any crime and that it's his right to film things.
Who are you?
I don't need to provide that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
If I'm asking you who you are and why you're videotaping our facility, you have to provide me with some form of identification. So you have
to require identification under the law, you need to be able to articulate a crime that I'm about to commit or I have...
That boy said he was not going for it.
Committed.
But the cop clearly doesn't care about any of it.
Articulate a crime that I'm about to commit or I have committed.
But the cop clearly doesn't care about any of that. And at one point he even says that he doesn't care what the Supreme Court ruled.
Okay, you're going around, you're videotaping our state police facility for no apparent reason, and if I'm asking you who you are, you have to provide me with identification.
I don't have to, no.
It's just like anything else.
No, it's not.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
In fact, your public information officer already has dealt with this here, and so has a few other officers, so...
I don't care who's dealt with it. I'm asking you for identification because I want to know who you are right now.
Well,
and I want to know what your reasoning is for videotaping our facility.
Well, first of all, Supreme Court has covered that filming out in public is perfectly legal.
I don't care what the
And that is
Supreme
not a
Court...
suspicion of crime, so therefore you have no suspicion
He's about to get owned by this dude right here. Goodness gracious, he's cooked.
of crime.
He's cooked. That dude right there about to bust his ass.
Soon, another police officer joins in, but he does absolutely nothing, which is why
after this video, I'm probably gonna chill for like a little bit longer.
the man asks for their sergeant. The rude cop, still acting very smug, tells him that his sergeant is right behind him. He certainly expected that things were about to go in his favor, but that's not what happened.
Oops.
The sergeant confirmed what the man had been saying all along, that he doesn't need to identify himself.
Probably want to get a supervisor or somebody higher up.
Sure, here's my sergeant. He's coming out right now.
Well, and he'll tell you.
Okay, no problem. Hey, Lang. He was flying the drone out in front, videotaping. All I'm doing is asking for a form of identification so we can identify who he is. He's refusing.
Go through first sergeant, not a problem. Not a problem.
He can videotape as much as he wants. We don't have to get any form of identification.
He can videotape, not a problem.
All right.
The rude cop had...
Janelle, say you swear to God you're here back to back. Janelle, you screwed yourself. Because now I expect you to be here all 31 days. Whether it's for 2 seconds, or rather it's for 2 hours. You will be here every 31 days. But it's a quick little stream, you know what I'm saying? You know, young niggas sick and shit, you know what I'm saying? Young nigga feeling, feeling a little under the weather. So I'm just here for a quick little bit. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But we need to get the YouTube videos out. You know this better than anybody. We need to get the videos out. They have to go out. Oh no, get well soon. That's why I fuck with you, bro. That's why I fuck with you. That's why I fuck with you. But hold on, isn't this white on white crime, bro? Because the other dude's white too, isn't he? He said not a problem.
First sergeant, not a problem. Not a problem.
He can videotape as much as he wants. We don't have to get any form of identification.
He can videotape, not a problem.
All right.
The rude cop had no other choice but to admit his mistake and to leave the scene. In the end, the sergeant apologized to the man for any inconvenience the cop caused to him. To which the man replied that they need to do better job at educating cops too. Next up, we have a very similar
But that's
situation.
what I'm saying. So where's the reverse punishment for things of that nature? You see what I'm saying? Where's the reverse? BK. What's good, young nigga? What's good, young nigga? How you doing, young nigga? We just watching when dumb cops get humbled and shit. Tight shit.
Where a guy was just filming in public, exercising the First Amendment right, freedom of press. This female officer was harassing this guy just because he was taking photos in public. She demanded to see his ID, which he refused, and asked her what crime he committed. She explained that he was acting suspicious and called him out for wearing a ski mask.
This is my protection.
Okay, let me see.
I can give you my name, but first I want to know under what penal code am I being detained?
You're being detained because you're acting in a suspicious way in an area with businesses.
In what way?
In other words, you're black. But then again, if he's wearing a shiesty, that is very suspicious.
A ski mask, dude. Come on.
It's windy. I'm riding a bike.
Okay. Do you have ID on you?
I don't.
Oh, he's on a bike. Come on, dude. You know he ain't doing nothing crazy.
I have my name.
They kept arguing for a bit, and then her supervisor came. The guy explained everything to him, but the female cop accused him of lying.
Okay.
But first I asked for, is this a supervisor? Because you're kind of shaking. You're making me nervous.
Okay.
I'd like to speak with him. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Sir,
How are you?
I'm good. She walked up, sir, she walked up to me.
Yeah.
She told me, give me your ID. And then she grabbed my camera and told me I was being detained. And I asked her under what penal code, and she told me under suspicious activity. And I want to know what suspicious activity. Because under my knowledge, I'm operating under the law, never over it.
Yes, sir.
Under the First Amendment. I know you know it, but...
Her supervisor then said that he was going to check her body camera when they get to the station. Her face turned red because she didn't have her body camera on as she left it in the car.
When we get back to the station, I'll get her body camera and I'll look at it.
I'll be over there too to detain that footage. I don't even see, she doesn't even have one on.
Bruh.
Sir?
It's under the car.
We can't see it in the video, but I bet that this officer got schooled by her supervisor real bad. Next up, we have these cops who took this guy's phone and placed him in cuffs just for filming in a police department parking lot.
Oh, really?
One of them told the guy that he was on private property, but the guy immediately called him out on that, asking him how the police department can be private property. The cop just ignored him and asked for his ID. We also learned that another officer turned off the guy's phone, which is a violation of his First Amendment right.
What are you doing back there?
Hey guys,
Your phone is perfectly fine.
hey
And it's
guys,
on still. See
go
that?
ahead and call.
Step over here. We're talking to you. So step over here and tell us what you're doing back here. This is private property, and that's why we're asking you.
How can a police department be private
Do
property?
you have an ID with you?
How can a police department?
Do you have an ID with you, sir?
Ma'am, did you turn my phone off?
You got a,
That's a violation of my property.
The cop continued to threaten to arrest him for failing to provide an ID, but the guy asked him what was their primary charge. The cop ignored that question as well and told him that he was being detained, which is why the guy requested a lawyer.
Just cause, eh?
what's your full name and date of birth? What's your full name and date of birth?
Can I please talk to the supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
You guys are working on getting a lawsuit.
So listen, you're fixing to be arrested for failure to ID if you don't identify yourself.
That's a secondary charge. What's the
Do you
primary
understand?
charge? What's the
Do
primary?
you understand?
What's the primary charge, sir?
What is your name and date of birth?
Sir, what's the primary charge?
You are being detained right now.
For anything I'm detained, then I don't have to talk to you. I like my lawyer.
Thank you.
And if I'm not detained,
You
What
get
is your
him so bad, really? How about you get him off my names? How about that?
Name and date of birth then. Sign it, don't we?
The next thing you know, a sergeant walked over, and the cop explained what was going on. We can't hear exactly what the sergeant told him, but the next thing you know, the cop said that the man was free to go. It seems that the cop got schooled by his own sergeant.
I want to hear
As for the guy, he was pretty angry because of everything that went down and threatened them with a lawsuit.
He's back there walking by the units recording. Yeah. So he's just behavior right now. I'll put him loose. I don't mind, but. Huh?
yeah, he's one over there.
Really? Yeah. That's fine. I think.
Believe me.
Yeah, we'll let you go. Let's take him and walk him over there.
Please make sure my phone is still on. Turn off my phone. I'll be
What
following.
did it do? I'll let you go. Doper. But Doper, you know, you're a little bit late to the party. You are a little bit late to the party. Your boy's under the weather. Your boy's feeling like shit. So it's really gonna be a quick little 1-2 today, bro. It's gonna be quick and easy. You know, we just get the YouTube video in. You know, the grind don't stop. But best believe the grind will start again tomorrow, bro. Cause today, you know, nigga feeling a little sick, man. It's a quick little stream today. Quick little stream. Yo, I want to do an IRL. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think next stream, I'm just gonna be like in the middle of nowhere, and y'all just gonna see me live, just posted up in the middle of nowhere, just going for a walk, being in nature and stuff, you know. Maybe risen up some fine shit. And I'm chat. Never to risen up the fine shit. But I'm
Bring a lawsuit against you for violation of First Amendment rights. That phone
Let's
is
take him
my
over.
record.
So.
Can you please get my phone first? I want my phone to record this. What do you need? That is my
That's
official
the
record.
recording.
Cannot interfere with my First Amendment rights. Please bring my phone back.
So these cops came up to this guy and accused him of filming on private property. He educated them a bit about the public easement and refused to give them his ID because he didn't do anything wrong. The guy then asked for a sergeant's assistance, but he wasn't willing to talk.
Yeah, start from the higher up. Start. No, he doesn't want to talk to us.
they're soliciting a
excuse
trespass.
me. You can't solicit a trespass and get a grip on it. You just solicited a trespass on video.
My property because I'm looking trespassing.
There you go. I'm on your property. Have a nice day. You can listen.
You have ID, man?
Nope. This is a. You know what a public easement is? I never stepped on the property.
I just watched it.
Nope. This is not her property.
It
This
is.
a public
No,
easement.
it's not. This is.
No, it is. Do you see this sign?
Give your ID, sir.
Do you see this sign? No, I don't have my ID.
Okay, what's your name?
No, not interested.
What's your name?
Not interested. Listen to your sergeant. He's going to tell you to go back to work.
Not so. I'm
Sergeant,
working right
can I
now.
have a civil conversation with you, sir? Sergeant. Okay.
Listen to your
He
sergeant.
did, however, step out of his car and approach the cops who were harassing the man. Now, we don't know what he said to them, but they all left this guy alone as a result of that little conversation.
Oh, no.
So our best guess is that he taught them a lesson in law.
Dude. Nobody knows their laws. Nobody.
Sergeant, is there any opportunity to converse with you, sir? No.
I copy. It's no. Where are you from?
Well, at least the sergeant knows the law. Let's start with that.
We have two cops harassing the guy for filming in a post office when their captain arrived. Just look at their faces after they realized that this guy knew the captain. That's the look of embarrassment right there, as they knew all too well that they were harassing the guy for no reason at all. First, one of the cops got some explaining to do, but you can't help but notice how his voice was trembling while he was talking to the captain.
How you doing, Captain?
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. How you doing?
Pretty good. This,
Shake your hand.
Yeah.
How are you?
Captain, I just want to say that you're one
What
of the
is
best
up?
captains I've ran into.
That's okay. That's okay. Appreciate
But,
it. So what's going on?
okay,
So
well,
basically, they want more trespassing. He's basically, I told him, basically got called, told him he's 30 feet. I'm asking for his identification. I told him he's undetained. He refused to identify who he is to give his identification, so they need to pay for trespass.
Next, the guy calmly explained everything to the captain. At one point, things got heated, and the guy asked the captain if he was being detained. The captain said no, but that female officer said that he was being detained. I guess someone doesn't know her place.
Oh, no.
not breaking any law. I came in here, I didn't disturb anybody. I came in here and I was recording the greeting cards, and I wasn't even aiming it at the employees or the customers at that time. And the branch manager came out and said, wanted to know who I was. She wouldn't identify herself. She wanted to know who I was with. I said I'm with myself. And she thought that the rules were on her door that said no photography. And I went and I looked and I said, man, there's no rules. There's a poster 7 in here that allows photographs for news purposes in entrances, lobbies, foyers, and corridors. And that's where I've been. I haven't been in any restricted areas. I am completely following the law, and I'm following post office rules and regulations. But as we all know, the post office, they don't know their rules like they should know. So I'm here to kind of educate them that what I'm doing is lawful. I'm not creating any disturbance. Holding a camera does not create a disturbance. I understand you got called here.
So that's not creating disturbance, sir?
He rolled up code 3 because elders. Captain, am I being detained, Captain?
Nope. I just want to talk.
Elders has got me detained.
You are detained.
But after realizing what she had just done, both her and the other cop became silent and let the captain speak to the guy.
You are detained.
I told him he was informing you. Right now, you and I are talking.
Okay.
Good. All right. So, all right. How much longer do you plan on?
Well, they're closing up at 5 o'clock, you know. And I really expected, I went downtown to the post office, walked all through there, 3 cameras rolling, nobody said a word.
Damn, I wanted to see how that was going to end. Bro, none of these niggas is educated, bro. That's what it seems like. It's a common trend. They're just giving out, here you go. You get a badge. You get a badge. You get a badge. You get a badge. So nobody's really getting educated, bro. Goodness gracious. They need to fix their system.